I'm Nathaniel Smith, and today I'm doing a book review titled Sworn Sword. Now, this is actually a pretty neat book. See, what happens is there's a war between the English and the Normans. Yeah, and the Normans have basically taken over the Britain, I think it was, something like that. They have an interesting, different name for it. Because it's a historical fiction, you see, they actually use the old English words. They actually, like, for example, Aldwych was used to be spelled A-L-D-W-I-C, but then later on became A-L-D-W-Y-C-H. So, anyway, but all the same, it's a neat story about a knight who, gets absorbed in this sort of intrigue and mystery as has to, after losing his previous lord, having to get another lord, and then going on this major errand away from a huge conflict, which causes a lot of intrigue and mystery, and he's trying to figure out, and it leads to a conspiracy that, you have to read on your own. But yeah, that's basically essentially the essence of the novel. And all around, I think it did an excellent job. It was amazing how they did it, even keeping a lot of the, Old English words in here. And so forth, all around, really good novel. Only one thing I have is a little nitpick, really. But the thing is, the guy, during a battle, loses his wife. But the problem is, since it's focused on so much through the knight's, our main character's eyes, whose name is, what is his name? Tancred, that's it, yeah. So, through Tancred's eyes, we get a lot of, Tancred's mind, we get a lot of focus on his lost wife during the battle where he lost his lord. But the problem with that is, we don't ever meet the wife. The closest we ever get to the wife was basically in a dream. So there was no necessary need to actually reference her at all. I mean, he could have just mentioned it to the later female character he falls in love with, who's a princess, ironically, and done it that way, which they actually did. So they didn't need to mention the wife so much. The Lord, they did mention him very early on in the book where he died too, because they were both mentioned dying very early in the book. But with the Lord, you at least actually got to see him physically. You actually got to see his desperateness in his eyes, knowing his death was coming. So it worked out. So yeah, that's Sworn Sword. All around, good historical fiction novel about medieval knights.